Welcome friends. Let us go for the water. Water, the readily available chemical in nature is water. Whereas the major part of living organisms are consisting of water. Almost all, a healthy human body is consisting up to 65 to 70 percentage of water in it. In case of some marine plants, the water quantity is very high and they may maintain up to 95 percentage also. Whereas drinking water is known as the potable water which is fit for the drinking. Whereas water is present in three physical states. It is available in nature in the form of solid physical state, liquid physical state as well as vapor physical state. The example for availability of water in solid physical state is ice followed by the snow. Whereas liquid physical state, that is lakes, reservoirs, oceans containing movable water is said to be liquid physical state water, whereas water vapor, clouds as well as moisture in the atmosphere are example for the vapor physical state of the water. The world is covered with water followed by the land quantities, whereas 75 percentage of our world is covered with the oceans as well as oceans, and that is almost all 71 percentage, whereas the remaining percentage is the land. Though that much quantity of water is available, that much of water is not fit for the drinking, not fit for the useful purposes. Out of the available water, approximately some 2.5 to 3 percentage of water is drinking water, otherwise fit for the drinking, which is known as potable water. That is the fresh water concentration present in the available quantity of water on the earth surface is up to some 2.5 to 3 percentage. Structure of water. Water is having molecular formula H2O, whereas the structural presentation of water is consisting oxygen is connected with the two hydrogen atoms holded by two lone pair of electrons on it. The n value for the calculation of hybridization, which is equal to number of lone pairs plus number of bond pairs, will becomes equal to 4. Else the group number of central metal atom plus number of monovalent atoms plus related to the charge information, that is group number is 6 and number of monovalent atoms connected are 2. 6 plus 2 8. 8 by 2 will becomes equal to 4. As being it is n value maintaining as 4 as its value, its corresponding hybridization is sp3 hybridization. Whereas it is connected with two monovalencies, hence it belongs to the category of A, B2, E2 type. B stands for bond pairs, E stands for the electron pairs. Hence it is not maintaining the regular structure. Regularly if it is sp3 hybridization, we will expect tetrahedral structure. But structure is decided by the connected bonds, whereas here it is connected with only two types of bonds, two monovalent bonds only. So therefore here the corresponding structural features related to the water molecule is it is having bent structure, otherwise the angular structure. We are expecting the regular tetrahedral bond angle as 109 degrees 28 minutes, but here due to the lone pair repulsions present over the oxygen atom, due to these repulsions, bond pairs are adjusted within the small space of the available 3 dimensions. So therefore bond angle decreases from the expected regular 109 of sp3 hybridization and it is adjusted with a new value, that is 104.5 degrees. Due to this bent structure, suppose if it is regular structure, it is connected with the similar valencies, atoms are same, then dipole moment will be cancelled. But here it is not having regular structure, it is having lone pairs. Due to deviations from the regular structure, by holding lone pairs on the oxygen of the water molecule, it maintains dipole moment, whereas OH bond is polarized towards the oxygen, whereas oxygen and the lone pair is polarized towards the lone pair. So therefore it is associated with the net dipole moment and the dipole moment value is found to be 1.84 dBs. Whereas in gaseous state, this water molecule is existing as a discrete water molecule. Water molecule is different from the others. Whereas in liquid state as well as in solid state, what happens is water molecules present in the form of associated water molecules, aggregates of water molecules are present because they are having hydrogen bonding. Whereas in gaseous state, the distance of separation between the gaseous molecules is very high. As a result, they never form the hydrogen bonding. But here in this case, what happens is they are very close. At that of minimum distance, they are able to form the hydrogen bonding, and hydrogen bond is spread just like anything. So therefore, they are present in the form of aggregates. Especially in liquid state, what happens is free water molecules as well as n number of water molecules combination, that is aggregates of water molecules, maybe n is 10, n is 20, n is 100, n can be any number. These two are present in the dynamic equilibrium. Thus free water molecules and the aggregates of water molecules are present in dynamic equilibrium in liquid state of water. The structure of water in liquid state. In liquid state also the maximum number of hydrogen bonds formed by each water molecule, the maximum is 4. Whereas at every time water molecule may not form the 4 hydrogen bonds. It can form 3 hydrogen bonds, it can form 2 hydrogen bonds, and in some cases 1 hydrogen bond may be possible. Like this, here water molecule in which hydrogen can establish as 1 hydrogen bond with the other water molecule, another hydrogen in the same fashion. Whereas oxygen can form the 2 hydrogen bonds, but every time 4 hydrogen bonds may not be present. Such a type of structural presentation is present, and that's what one water molecule replaces the other water molecule easily. It is pourable from one place to other place. Whereas if you focus the structure of water in the solid state, in solid state what happens is water molecules so systematically adjusted, it is better to say not adjusted, arranged in the 3-dimensional space. Whereas that particular arrangement leads to the open spaces. It results into the open cage-like structure, a cage which is open. Whereas it is having most of the empty spaces compared to the normal water molecule. Due to this particular reason, the solid water molecules, nothing but ice, is having lower density compared to the water molecules of the liquid state. See here, the structure of water in solid state. If I take one reference water molecule, this water molecule, everywhere water molecule is forming 4 hydrogen bonds in such a way that these are connected direct bonds and these hydrogens are establishing hydrogen bonds. Whereas here with oxygen, the other 2 water molecules are establishing hydrogen bonds. Here empty space, here empty space, here empty space. Here also empty space. As a result, most of the empty space is created. That empty space is greater compared to the liquid water molecules. So therefore, as being its value is higher, its empty spaces are higher. For the same quantity of the water molecules, the volume occupied is higher. As its volume occupied is higher, its density is less. So therefore, the solid form of water molecules, which is known as ice, due to having a open cage-like structure, which is having much of empty space in between the structural connectivities, it leads to the higher volume. As a result of this higher volume, it is having lower density. That's what everywhere what happens is ice floats over the surface of the liquid water molecules. In solid state of water, that is nothing but ice, systematic arrangement of water molecules are present. Very packed way of arrangement is there, and it is continued over the complete entire range from one end to the other end of the solid. That 3-dimensional arrangement of highly ordered systematic arrangement of water molecules leads to the ice, which is a crystalline substance. Whereas in case of ice, what happens is every oxygen atom is surrounded by other oxygen atoms because it is connected with hydrogen bond. In between the oxygen and oxygen, hydrogen atom is there. Whereas oxygen is technically surrounded tetrahedrally, regular tetrahedrally with the other oxygen atoms. Whereas that may be OH followed by hydrogen bonded oxygen, otherwise O and hydrogen bonded oxygen, hydrogen followed by the oxygen. Like this way, it is connected in such a way that tetrahedral connectivity is present. Whereas that distance present between the OHO is found to be 276 picometers. 276 picometers. Whereas this is having empty spaces in the crystal system. Such kind of large empty spaces are not present in case of the liquid system. Whereas when ice is heated, then melting starts. After melting, after attaining certain temperature, melting starts. And on melting, what happens is the systematic arrangements of water molecules are broken and they're randomly moving here and there. And randomly they will establish as hydrogen bonds. One may establish as 4, one may establish as 3. Thus, close packing will come compared to the solid and physical state. It is the abnormality present in case of water, whereas generally solid physical state is formed by close packing. Close packing leads to solid physical state. But in case of water molecules, that close packing is present in liquid state, but though that is close, that maintains liquid and physical state because that is random, that is varying because water molecules are moving from one place to other place. Whereas the most systematic arrangement is the close here. So therefore here in case of ice, systematic arrangement is there, but systematic arrangement is not close, hence ice is having lower density compared to the water. On heating, what happens is this systematic arrangement, this can't be broken, whereas this bond, this bond, this bond, this bond, any of the bonds are broken. As a result, they will come close to one another because they don't want to maintain empty spaces. As a result, liquid physical state, that is liquid water, results. That's what happens is when ice is melted, then hydrogen bonds are broken, water molecules come close to one another, close packing will results. As a result, its density increases. And this extension of increment of density, increment of close packing is maximum at 4 degrees centigrade. And above this temperature, if I still increase the temperature above 4 degrees centigrade, the normal temperature effect will felt over the water molecules, kinetic energy of water increases. As a result, the movement of molecules increases, the distance of separation between the molecules increases, then temperature affects the density in such a way that with increasing of temperature, density decreases. Thus, this is the greatness of God in such a way that a reservoir is there, a lake is there, otherwise an ocean is there. In cool winter situation, what happens is ice formation takes place. Whereas if ice forms, what happens? Ice is so systematic arrangement of water molecules, empty spaces are there, hence it is having lesser density, it will comes at the surface. It will comes to the surface and it solidifies. Yes, once it is solidified, this is ice. Whereas at the bottom of ice, water is present because it is not having the temperature of 0 degree centigrade. Whatever the 0 attain temperature ice is there, that came to the surface and forms a layer over there. Whereas at the bottom of the ice, what happens there? Water is there. Water is sustained as it is because it is acting as bad conductor of heat. So therefore, whatever the heat exchanges are there, heat differences are there due to environment, it is affected first, but it doesn't transfer any kind of temperature fall or temperature hike towards the bottom layer. So therefore, inside the water, inside the ice, the water layer is present as it is, thus aquatic life is going to be survived. And moreover, here also what happens is at lower temperature, more amount of oxygen is soluble inside the water. So therefore, at lower temperature implies 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degrees. Yes, the lower the temperature, below the ice formation. Yes, above 0 degrees, whichever lower temperature is there, at that temperature, lot of quantity of oxygen is available. Hence, aquatic life, aquatic rain, all animals, aquatic life survives due to this abnormal behavior of the water molecules. Physical properties of water. Pure water is transparent, colorless, odorless, tasteless substance, whereas it takes the color and flavor of the substance which is dissolved in it, and moreover the melting point and boiling point, followed by heat of fusion and heat of hydration, heat of vaporization of the water are very high compared to the other hydrates of the family like H2S, that is hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen selenide, hydrogen telluride. Compared to these, water maintains high melting point relatively, high boiling point, and also associated with high heat of fusion and high heat of vaporization, and these two are said to be the latent heat of melting and latent heat of boiling. Similarly, and this particular highest values of abnormalities are due to presence of hydrogen bonds in the water, and water plays a major role in the biosphere. Moreover, what happens is, due to its high dipole moment and having of polarity, it can dissolve many varieties of compounds in it. It can dissolve the all varieties of ionic compounds and also many of the polar compounds. Not only these, organic compounds containing of OH functional groups, NH2 functional groups, that is polar functional groups containing organic compounds like alcohols can be dissolved, carbohydrates can be dissolved, and also here carboxylic acids can be dissolved, etc. Many varieties of compounds can be dissolved inside the water. Due to this reason, water is known as universal solvent. And the pure water is acting as bad conductor, otherwise it is acting as poor conductor towards heat as well as electricity. Whereas by increasing of the electrolytes in it, either by addition of water, acid, base, or any of the salt, the conducting nature of water is increasing. Chemical properties of water. By nature, water is neutral. It maintains pH as 7. It is taken as reference for the pH measurements. Hence, it is neutral. Whereas, if I take the water structure, it is having two lone pairs over the oxygen atom. And if possible, it can donate the lone pair of electron present on the oxygen towards the others. This particular behavior of donation of lone pair electron density is known as basic nature as per the Lewis theory is concerned. Similarly, water can undergo in such a way that as per Bronsted theory, H3O plus can donate H plus ion followed by water molecule. This property is said to be the acidic property as per Bronsted theory. Similarly, water molecule can take up proton, that is, the exchange of proton is reference. Proton acceptancy is basic nature. Proton donation is acidic nature. Yes, it can take up the proton, thus it is converted to stable species like H3O plus. It can also donate the H plus, that is acidic property. It can take up the proton, that is basic property. Thus, as per Bronsted theory, it is acting as both acid as well as the base. Hence, it is said to be amphoteric in nature. Similarly, water undergoes self-ionization on its own without using any kind of external support. Neutral molecule of water is present in the form of its ions is said to be the self-ionization, and it is present in the form of H3O plus followed by OH minus, and this process is also said to be the self-ionization process is said to be autoprotolysis, because here proton is going to be broken. Protolysis implies what here? Water molecules are going to be broken, hence it is said to be the autoprotolysis. Whereas on reaction with acids, suppose if water is reacted with the acids, acid H2S is there, that is the acid, everybody knows. Whereas on reaction with acids, it behaves, it combines with that, implies what? Counter properties present for the water. What is the counter property present over here? Basic property. Similarly, on reaction with bases, yes, it forms the complexes, it forms the chemical combination. In that, counter property is present for the water, the counter property is acidic property. Thus, on reaction with acids, it behaves as base. On reaction with bases, it behaves as acid. Hence, it is said to be amphoteric in nature. Thus, water is neutral. Though it is neutral, it can take up the proton, it can give up the proton, it can undergo autoprotolysis, and it is amphoteric in nature. In self-ionization process, the water molecule is converted to H3O plus followed by OH minus, whereas the concentrations on calculation, it was found that H3O plus concentration is equal to OH minus concentration and is equal to 10 power minus 7 moles per liter. So therefore, the ionic product Kw of water is found to be product of H plus concentration into OH minus concentration, which is equal to 10 power minus 14 moles per liter whole square. Whereas decomposition on heating to high temperature like 1200 degrees centigrade and above, Water decomposes as hydrogen as well as the oxygen, and this reaction is a redox reaction. From the decomposition temperature, if I go for the stability, stability of water is very high because decomposition requires very high temperature. Moreover, water is acting as oxidizing agent as well as reducing agent also. On reaction with metals, it is acting as good oxidizing agent because it undergoes reduction. So on reaction with active metals like sodium, it is converted to sodium hydroxide followed by hydrogen. This is a redox reaction. In this reaction, water is undergoing reduction to hydrogen, hence it is acting as good oxidizing agent. Similarly, on reaction with non-metals, otherwise the non-metal compounds, it is acting as good reducing agent. Suppose on reaction with chlorine, it is undergoing oxidation, hence it is acting as good reducing agent. Here, water is converted to oxygen, hydrogen is eliminated, that is an oxidation process. It is undergoing oxidation, hence it is acting as reducing agent. Similarly, on reaction with carbon dioxide, water, photosynthesis process occurs in presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll that leads to the formation of carbohydrates, glucose formation, followed by water undergoes oxidation to oxygen. It is undergoing oxidation implies what? It is acting as reducing agent. Water readily combines with the metal oxides and gives the corresponding highly soluble alkalis like bases. Sodium oxide and reaction with water leads to the formation of sodium hydroxide. Similarly, potassium oxide gives the potassium hydroxide, calcium oxide gives the calcium hydroxides. All the reactions are non-redox reactions. Similarly, reactions of water with the non-metal oxides like carbon family carbon dioxide, nitrogen family N2O5, phosphorus family P4O10, sulfur family sulfur dioxide as well as the sulfur trioxide, and halogen family, here I am taking chlorine heptoxide. Water on reaction with these of all oxides, non-metal oxides. Non-metal oxides are converted to corresponding oxy acids like carbonic acid, HNO3, nitric acid, phosphoric acid, sulfurous acid, sulfuric acid, perchloric acid formation takes place, and these of all reactions are once again non-redox reactions. Similarly, electrolysis, as we discussed, it is acting as poor conductor of electricity, but it is acting as somewhat good conductor of heat, whereas by addition of small amounts of either acid or base or salt, that is electrolyte, its conductivity increases. With the enhanced conductivity on subjecting towards the electrolysis, water participates in electrolysis, that is electricity leads to the breaking of the conductivities present in the water molecule, and it gives the corresponding elements present in the water, that are hydrogen as well as the oxygen, which are produced in the ratio of 2:1. Yes, hydrolysis reaction, even water participates in hydrolysis reactions, that is decomposition of the substance in presence of water is said to be the hydrolysis. Magnesium nitride is converted to magnesium hydroxide followed by ammonia. Calcium nitride is converted to calcium hydroxide followed by acetylene. Already we made the discussion, silicon tetrachloride is converted to silicic acid, that is SiO, orthosilicic acid followed by the HCl, whereas this is unstable and it is converted to silicon dioxide. Phosphorus pentoxide is converted to H3PO4 phosphoric acid. Azide N3 minus, azide nitride N minus 3 is converted to corresponding ammonia followed by OH minus. This is nitride. Whereas decomposition of salt in water is said to be the salt hydrolysis. This is not, these are not complete, everything is salt. This is not salt like substances are there. That is simple hydrolysis. If I take any salt followed by hydrolysis, that is said to be the salt hydrolysis. Salt like aluminium chloride on reaction with water forms aluminium hydroxide followed by HCl. Already we made the discussion, SiCl4 leads to the formation of orthosilicic acid, which is converted to silicon dioxide followed by HCl. These are all are hydrolysis reactions of the corresponding hydrolysis related reactions of the water. Hydrates, the additional compounds of water as well as the salts are said to be the hydrates, whereas hydrates can be of different types. Suppose copper sulfate followed by 5H2O molecules. It is present in the form of copper sulfate 5H2O, known as copper sulfate pentahydrate. Barium chloride on reaction with water molecules, combines with two water molecules, and it is BaCl2 2H2O is said to be barium chloride dihydrate. Types of hydrates, there are different types of hydrates. Coordinate hydrates, water molecule is present as a part of coordination sphere, like chromium H2O6 as a cationic coordination sphere followed by Cl3 anionic part. Similarly, nickel H2O6 Cl2, FeH2O6 Cl3, these are all are examples for the coordination hydrates. Whereas interstitial water, whereas within the crystal structures of the corresponding salt, within the voids the water molecule is going to be present, those are all said to be the interstitial water. Barium chloride dihydrate is an example for the interstitial water. Whereas a special case is there, hydrogen bonded water. Yes, water is present in such a way that it is connected with the salt with respect to the hydrogen bond. Example is copper sulfate pentahydrate. In that, what happens is copper is connected with 4 water molecules as a coordination sphere and is counterbalanced by the sulfate. That sulfate is hydrogenly bonded with the water molecule, hence this particular category belongs to hydrogen bonded hydrates. A special reaction, that is fluorine reaction with water. Fluorine directly reacts with the water under cold conditions, gives the hydrogen fluoride followed by oxygen, which is a redox reaction. In the same way, fluorine on reaction with hot water, that gives the hydrogen fluoride followed by ozone. This is also a redox reaction. The only one element which can give the oxygen, the only one nonmetal which can directly produces the oxygen without an intermediate compound is fluorine. On reaction with cold water gives oxygen. On reaction with hot water, even it can produces ozone also. Substances on the grounds of water absorption are divided into categories like hygroscopic substances, deliquescent substances, as well as the efflorescent substances. Hygroscopic substances just absorbs water from the moisture and from the surroundings, but they remains in their original physical state as it is. Such kind of substances are said to be the hygroscopic. Suppose glycerin is there. Glycerin takes up moisture from the atmosphere, but glycerin physical state and all conditions remains as it is. Whereas deliquescent substances are those substances which absorbs moisture here also. But to what an extent they can absorb some moisture is even they can dissolve themselves in water and forms the aqueous solutions. Such kind of substances are said to be the deliquescent substances. Here, physical state changes. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium chloride, calcium nitrate, sodium nitrate, calcium chloride. These are all are examples for the deliquescent substances. Suppose in the case of calcium chloride, it is a good dehydrating agent. It takes up the moisture. It becomes dry to wet and slowly it becomes more wet in nature, and further on exposure towards the atmospheric condition, even it takes lot of amount of water that it is converted as a water droplet. In that, calcium chloride is present. In that way, they forms the aqueous solution, they changes their physical state. Such kind of substances are said to be the deliquescent substances. Here the absorption takes place when its vapor pressure is lesser than that of the surrounding vapor pressure. When surrounding is having higher vapor pressure, our material is having lower vapor pressure. In that conditions, they are going to be taking of water molecules. Whereas other variety, reverse to that of the deliquescence, is efflorescence. Here materials are present in the hydrated crystalline state. They are having higher vapor pressure compared to the surroundings. If they feel, then the water of hydration are going to be given out. They loses water and they are converted to crystalline compounds, to the amorphous compounds like sodium carbonate 10H2O, sodium sulfate 10H2O, magnesium sulfate 7H2O. Such kind of substances on exposure to the atmosphere slowly loses their water of crystallization and they are converted to anhydrates, and these are crystallines are converted to amorphous compounds. Just powder like solid substance formation takes place. Thus, if they loses water, process is said to be the efflorescence, and this is also possible when surroundings are having lower vapor pressure compared to the compound. Compound is having higher vapor pressure. To reduce the vapor pressure, to make it balance, it loses the water molecules. If it is having lesser vapor pressure, it takes up water molecules and converted to deliquescent aqueous solutions, and it is converted from the crystalline solid state of the crystalline system to the solid state of amorphous system. These are the substances behalf of their nature of absorption of water followed by changing in the physical state.